CBS News political director and Face the Nation moderator John Dickerson is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
Two scenarios. One, Trump wins in Ohio and Florida. What does that mean?
That means he's on his way to the nomination because of two things. One, he gets all the delegates, winner-take-all states. Even though there are other contests this day, those are the big prizes. But it would also mean that he's been able to withstand these attacks, which would give us some sense of his durability going forward in states like Pennsylvania and New York, which are good states for him.
Second scenario, he wins in Florida and loses in Ohio to John Casey.
It means he's losing some altitude. It means both he loses all those delegates in Ohio, which makes it harder for him to get to the magic number, but it also means some barnacles are accruing against him, and that they might work to keep his delegate numbers low enough in those future states. But it means you just go to Cleveland and have a contested convention.
And there'll be still two people in that lane, the anti-Trump lane.
The anti-Trump lane will have both Kasich and Cruz, and that's good for Donald Trump because it splits him, but it's also good for the Trump forces in a sense because it also means potentially the delegates can keep getting split up, which deny him that 1,237 he needs.
And if you believe the polls tonight, it's not going to be a good night for Marco Rubio. What would a loss for him mean in Florida, and what would it mean symbolically for him?
We've talked about what it would mean to the overall race, but think about it symbolically. You have Marco Rubio is young, and he's of Cuban descent. Those are the kinds of voters the Republican Party after the last election said, these are the ones we need. We need non-white voters. We need younger voters. And the candidate who represented those two things may very well be out of the race, and out of the race in a kind of ugly way. That gives you some sense of how radically the Republican conversation has changed.
We heard from the speaker, Paul Ryan, one of the most popular figures in the Republican Party yesterday, deliver a really strong message aimed at Trump in which he said, quote, there is never an excuse for condoning violence or even a culture that presupposes it.
Right.
Missile fired?
Paul Ryan, missile fired, third time. He's basically now the conscience of the Republican Party. 3 times he's come out against Donald Trump.
Will it make a difference, his words?
I don't know. I mean, at the moment, no. But he feels like somebody has to be on record saying this.
I'm not sure it makes a difference today. It might make a difference if we have a contested convention. What do you think?
I think that's right. Republicans have to be able to look somewhere and say, this is what we believe on these moral issues, on these value issues.
John Dickerson, great to see you. Long night ahead.
Yeah.